me, but I know, change has gotta come.
Hey guys, I was looking for some design basket inspiration and I was taking a look at some videos online and I saw a designer who talked about how it was difficult for her to make bows by hand, and she was using like a contraption to basically help her make the bows. And I thought, oh, this is a great idea. While I may not have problems with my hand, making bows does get tiring. So if there's some kind of machine or something out there that's going to let you make bows easier, I wanted to find it. So I took a look on Amazon and this is what I saw. So on Amazon they had quite a few bow makers, and what I realized is that really most of the bow makers were pieces of wood with dowels sticking out, and I thought to myself, I know I can make this for a lot less. Okay guys, you're going to look at the Dollar Tree, look for styrofoam. So we're going to get this craft artisan foam, which is this hard brick of styrofoam. And because I couldn't find any dowels in my Dollar Tree, I figured I'd just grab a pack of pencils for $1.25 because they're dowels when you really break it down. I'm sure these will work. So now I'm home and I have all my crafting supplies together. I have that piece of styrofoam. I have chenille stems that I use to secure my bows in place. I'm just going to pick out, I think, silver for this. And then I have my pack of pencils, which are going to serve as the dowels. And I have my spring ribbon. This is ribbon that I got from Sam's. And I love this ribbon because this ribbon is 50 yards for $7.99, and it is a fantastic value. And they have both printed ribbon and they have plain. So I'm grabbing out a couple of pencils. Pink is my favorite color, so I chose pink. And basically what this is trying to do is replicate the pinching of your fingers. So instead of us using our fingers to pinch to hold the ribbon, we're going to use these two pencils side by side in order to make a pinching motion. So I am just lining up my pencils and doing little starter holes, but I don't want it to come all the way through. I am just pressing down. Now I'm going to use the eraser side and make sure that they're secure in there. Make sure that they're in there evenly. I'm going to take my hot glue gun, put some glue around the bottom and all over the eraser end to make sure it stays snug and secure inside the foam. And remember to push it all the way down but not go through. I'm just going to do this same thing for the other pencil. So once those are in there side by side, I'm going to make sure they're even on the top. And I am going to turn off my glue gun and put that out of the way. Yep, everything seems secure, so I'm going to move forward. I'm going to grab a chenille stem, place it in between the two pencils because I want my fastener that I'm going to use to fasten my bows to be at the bottom. I'm going to start with the printed ribbon. So when I say printed ribbon, that means that one side of this ribbon has a print on it and the other side is plain. So I'm going to start by making a little tail, and what I have to do is I have to twist the plain side to the inside so you can't see it. And then I'm going to just pass it through the two pencils and bring it out on the other side. Now I have the printed side showing, so I'm going to twist it so the plain side is showing and it'll be inside the loop. Passing it back in between the two pencils, pushing it all the way down, twisting, and then making another loop, pushing it down. And this way I like this little bow maker because you can make sure that the loops on either side are the same side. You don't have to worry about letting go. You could stop, do something else in mid making bow, and you can come right back to it. So I'm just twisting and passing the ribbon, making bows from one side to the other. Now normally I do like to make probably 3 or 4 loops on each side to make a full looking bow. But I'm going to do 2 loops on each side for this bow and cut off another piece and make a tail. Now I'm going to take my chenille stem, I found the ends of it, and I'm going to pass each side through the 2 pencils and pull it tight, and then I can just pull up on the bow and twist it around, and my basic bow from this point is made. I think that because these are going to be Mother's Day bows, I usually like to make fancier bows. So after fluffing this bow and looking at it, I realized no, I kind of want something else to go in it, and this is where this Bowmaker really comes in handy, because I can take my original bow, I'm going to just flatten out my stems again and then slide it back down in between the 2 pencils, and I'm going to make another bow right on top of this bow. So this time I'm going to use my 1.5 inch ribbon, and this ribbon is the same on each side. So after I cut my little dovetail or ducktail at the end, all I have to do is see how much I want to make as a tail, push it through, and now I just have to make loops and do the ribbon back and forth. I don't have to twist, I don't have to do anything, because this ribbon is the same on each side. So you're just basically going to take the ribbon and just go back and forth in between the 2 pencils. No twisting or anything. So if you've got ribbon that's the same on both sides, this is even more easy to use. Now I've got a couple of loops on either side. I'm finding my ends again. And then I'm just going to pass them back through each side of the pencils and twist, and that basically is what's going to secure my bow. And all I have to do now is just make sure it's tight, make sure that all my loops are secured, and then from this point all I have to do is fluff. If my ends weren't cut already, I just want to go through and make sure my ends are cut. You don't have to use chenille stem. You can use a piece of curling ribbon, you can use a wire tie, you can use kind of like those bread fasteners. You can use really anything that you would normally use to hold it together. I just thought that this bow making DIY was excellent, and to use 2 products for $3 and you come out with these fantastic bows, no hurting of hands, no overthinking it, I think it's a win. If you like this video, be sure to comment, share, subscribe, and like.